David Raya tells Aaron Ramsdale he will have to fight to win back his Arsenal #1 shirt after the Spaniard keeps two clean sheets in two since Mikel Arteta's ruthless rotation. Upon exiting the Emirates after triumphant return to the Champions League, the separate paths taken by goalkeepers David Raya and Aaron Ramsdale almost told a story of its own. Raya, Mikel Arteta's chosen one for now anyway, turned right towards the waiting press following consecutive clean sheets in his second start since signing from Brentford. A throng of cameras and lights followed. Aaron Ramsdale, exiting 10 minutes later, turned left, shining any eyes looking towards his direction. You could hardly blame him. After being dropped against Everton on Sunday, the expectation was that the England international would return on Wednesday besides. If not against PSV, when would he feature? But for the Spaniard speaking for the first time as an Arsenal player, he is living the dream and says Ramsdale must fight for the team if he returns to the side. When asked whether starting in the team has come sooner than expected, he replies, "Yes, of course. You never know when you are going to play, and that is the hardest thing to do. Making your debut for a club like Arsenal and obviously having Aaron Ramsdale as a teammate makes it a bit harder for you, but it came quick. You never know when it is going to be, and you have to be ready." The situation has become a saga in its own right. Arteta has tried to play down the matter, suggesting it is normal to rotate keepers and that he would be open to doing so in a match. Yet history shows rotation between the sticks is almost unheard of, and the sensitive nature around the #1 spot. Chelsea's Peter Cech said as much in 2015 when Jose Mourinho demoted him in favor of Courtois, saying, "I'm not happy at all. There was nothing obvious suggesting I wouldn't be ready to keep my spot. But in football team, you can only have one goalkeeper playing every week, and unfortunately, that was the way it went." The 28-year-old Raya understands the reality of the scenario. "I think it is the first time that two top goalkeepers are in the same team. So that is just part of football now. And the gaffer wants two top players for each position. And that is what we have to work with," he says. "I've played the last two games and now we see what happens on Sunday." Arteta's heading of the situation is a further demonstration of his pure ruthlessness. It could also backfire. Both men know that a clanger or two could suddenly put their place in jeopardy. On top of silverware expectations, this campaign, that is some pleasure indeed. But according to Raya, his teammate has been supportive. He is always backing himself to continue pushing for starts in the lineup. Aaron Ramsdale, has been great. He is a great teammate, a leader as well, he says.